Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Pearl. Today we're talking everything to do with scar tissue, scar massage, scar care. So we're going to cover all of those today.
Here is some pictures straight after surgery, how they culture, like this is a week post-op. You can see there's some puckering that happens. Some are flat, they heal beautiful. Some culture red in the beginning and eventually go light.
When you come out of surgery, you will see that you will have a sort of scar tape or some sort of surgical scar tissue. Some plastic surgeons suggest you shower, some say don't until it comes off. Each surgeon is different. With me, the very next day, I had a shower with the scar tape on, dabbed it dry, and that was that. And then when I went to see him, and then he removed the first layer of that scar tissue. Can be scary seeing the scar for the first time. I had one tummy tuck, and then the second one was a scar revision surgery. But looking at the scar, and I'll put a picture up here, this was about 4 days after they were taken off. You can have a look at the picture here. You can see it's pretty weird looking, it feels weird, it's tender, it's really scary. Somebody asked me a question in the previous video and said, how do I stop the scar from oozing or sticking on the compression garment? And that I'd put a picture up here, and I'll also put a link below where you can antibacterial cream and gauze. So what you want to do is you literally want to after you shower, put the antibacterial cream, press the gauze along, then apply your t-shirt. You can see I have a t-shirt under my compression garment. Apply the t-shirt on, then put on the compression garments. This is going to help with sticking. So that's a little tip that you can do when you come out. Once the scar is completely sealed and healed, that's normally about the 3 to 4 week mark. It's completely sealed completely. You don't really want to start massaging and things like that at this point because it can be really uncomfortable and painful. So you want to give it that 4 to 6 weeks before you actually start doing some scar massage. I started at the 4 week mark, and obviously I'll share the video on how to massage to get that scar nice and subtle, nice and soft and pliable, because remember, scar care is really important for the end result. And remember, scar takes up to 1 to 2 years to fully mature and become really light and pale, and that's kind of the hope for the scar. Now let's talk about scar tissue massage. Alright, so I am going to remove my compression garment. This is one I love because it comes in 2 parts. You saw my last video on compression belts, and of course liposuction boards. If you haven't, I'll leave a link below. This is the other part of it, but what I love the most out of everything is of course my little compression lipo board that really helps to keep it nice and flat. This is me 6 weeks out, guys, looking really good, giving me my back everything really nice shape. Alright, so we're going to talk about scar tissue massage. Now I'll leave a couple of products. I'll put a couple of pictures in now. Some different oils and products you can get for massaging that help clear up your scar. Check out in the links below to be able to get these amazing products that are awesome for massage. You can see the different products and what you can use. You can use anything from creams. I just like CBD oil. I used it the first time around and I really liked it. Let's show you my scar. Let me see if I can lower this a little bit without dropping everything. Yes, here we go. Alright, so the scar is cultured about 6 weeks. I'm going to come and bring it in a little bit closer so you guys can have a look here. You can see I have been massaging since 4 weeks. It's about 2 weeks that I have been massaging the scar tissue. It's really easy and simple to do. You will find if you just touch your scar gently, you can feel areas of lumpiness or bumpiness, or you can feel really hard scar tissue. It will feel very, very painful sometimes. What you want to do is when you're touching it, the pressure that you should be using, if you put it on a scale of 1 to 10, you shouldn't go past the 6. So any pressure that you're applying to it should not be feeling more painful than about a 6. And I think the biggest thing with the scar is making sure that it stays nice and flat and that there's no lumps or bumps. For me, where it was connected, I still have quite a big bump. It was much bigger, but over 2 weeks, it's really been incredible. Okay, so we're going to start. So like I said, CBD oil, I'll leave a link below where you can get the CBD oil. You can use any, like I said, any creams or oils that will work. All right, so that is what we're going to be using. I can't even explain to you guys how important scar care is. So I'm going to take a little bit of the oil, put it between my fingers. What I want to do with it is press down. So all we're going to do is just press on it. Like I said, if it's feeling stronger than a 6, the pain, you want to lighten the pressure. The biggest thing is try to just feel where it is. So you want to do your massage for about 5 minutes. What I normally do is the moment I get out of the shower, I will then do this. What you want to do is about 5 times. I normally go across each. So we'll rub it across, pulling it open like this. Just stretching out the scar and feeling where the lumps are. And go across each time about 4 to 5 times, even 6 times, or you want to actually end up massaging the scar. Now let's talk about these techniques. The first one is pulling the scar like that, just running the finger across the scar. All right, that's the one technique, and you want to keep doing this. The areas that you have a lot more lumps and bumps is where you want to apply a little more pressure to get that going. Second technique is rubbing it down, back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, you want to apply as much pressure as you can. Some areas are going to feel slightly more tender than others. The areas where you have got those lumps, like I have huge lumps here, I tend to put a little more pressure there. You can go as fast or as slow. Focus a lot on those areas there. That's the second technique that I use. The third technique is the circular motions. I'm using the 2 middle fingers, which is the perfect amount of pressure. You want to go over the entire scar like this. These are the 3 techniques that I use, and these are very effective. You can see how beautiful my scar is culturing and how nice and thin and small it is. And I want to keep focusing on those areas. I want to pull it apart this way. So we're going to go outwards with the scar tissue. Here we go, outwards. Like this. You want to keep moving it, like I said, and the other one is in. Just want to go like about 5 times back and forth on each, but you want to keep the scar as subtle and as soft as possible. You can see there I've got a lump, you can feel it. So all I'm trying to do is get that subtle. And when I won't want to forget about the other areas below and above the scar, just to release any tightness. And this helps with pain, and this helps with swelling and bloating, guys. These techniques are really good, and you want to do this every day after your shower for at least the next year or 2. So this is the way I do it, and then I just rub it down like this. You can see the puckering is getting much better with each movement. Like I said, ladies, massaging the scar will help it become more subtle. It will improve the way it looks. And of course, it helps heal that tethering and that underlying tissue. With my first Tummytuck scar, I found that it was really puckered. This one, massaging from that for just after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, really has helped my scar look absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. So guys, that's scar tissue massage, and you can see that oil is absorbed nicely. There's a little bit of puckering, but after a couple of months that will absolutely go away. My biggest thing is making sure that all the lumps become flat, and so when you look at it, it actually looks really, really, really good right here. Right, so that's scar tissue massage, guys, and you can see how beautiful the Tummytuck looks. So that's the scar tissue massage that we were talking about. Guys, taking care of your scar is the ultimate thing, because at the end of the day, an ugly scar just makes you feel scarred. So making sure that you, from the real beginning of your actual Tummytuck or your abdominal surgery, you want to make sure that you're using the right products. Don't forget to take your collagen. I'll also leave a link below for the collagen products that you can get from Amazon, which I use. Helps with the skin, helps with healing. These things are really important, guys, for us to understand. All right, let us talk about the silicone. Now, after the 6 weeks mark, it's completely sealed. You've done a little bit of massage. Now you want to really get that skin to heal. And of course, my favorite product is the Embrace. I used it the first time around, and you can go back. I'll also put a couple of links on how to apply it and things. It's all in there. I find that I use this for about 20 days. I'll put it on for 10 because it stays on for 10 days. And this is also going to help just keep the moisture in the scar, make sure that the scar gets lighter, and as it heals flat and beautiful. So guys, the product I recommend is Embrace, and of course I'll do another video to show you what it is and how it looks, etc., etc. There are many others, silicone products like gels and things like that. I'll leave links below. I'll put pictures in as well so you can see the different kinds of scar. So look forward to the next video on Embrace scar defense, and we'll be chatting again soon. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please go ahead, like and subscribe for more info and tips on how to be a better you. Cheers.